First of all, the Institute for Policy Studies is a left-wing organization that exists to demonize conservatives like me. So I'm not too upset that they gave me an F. I'd be surprised if they didn't. If you look at the bills they list in their report, almost every one is a tax increase, a favor for labor unions, or an increase in spending. Now, we do have a disparity in this country of wealth, and that concerns me. When I served on the Small Business Committee, I was the chairman of the Empowerment Subcommittee, and I led congressional efforts to find ways to help the working poor to invest in themselves, find the same opportunities that are available to others. The real solution is to grow the pie, not slice up the existing pie referred to in more smaller pieces, but to grow it so there's more economic opportunity and wealth. The real solution for poverty and inequality in this country is also through the family. People who grow up with their mother and father, who graduate from high school, who wait to have children until they're married, have a minuscule chance of living in poverty in this country. The statistics show this. People all over the political spectrum believe that the real cause and effect relationship between families and prosperity is directly related, and we need to talk more about this. The breakdown of the family results in massive social disruption.
Mrs. Strader, I asked you to rate yourself on how you would have voted on these bills. What was your rating? How would your voting record benefit the constituents of the district? 2 minutes.
Congressman Pitts mentions the working poor. That's my mom. My mom was a waitress. There were 10 of us. We didn't have anything. And, you know, I would rate myself an A in this regard because I understand what it means to grow up in poverty, but pull yourself up out of it. And those of us that we're living in poverty, they don't want to be there. They want an opportunity to get out. And they want to move into the middle class so that they can help grow the pie. If it weren't for my education, if it weren't for my opportunity to get the Pell Grant or my GI Bill, I would not have been able to break that cycle of poverty. You know, my dad wasn't always around. But my mom did an amazing job with all 10 of us. We've all done something fantastic with our lives. She's an amazing woman. And I am so proud of her and everything that she was able to accomplish in her life and set off 10 great kids into this nation to do more and to work for their communities. And so I stand up for her and what she has done and what she's faced in her lifetime. 46 million Americans are on food stamps right now. They're living in poverty. If we give them the opportunity, if we give them that one glimmer of hope, whether it's education or some sort of training, they can break that cycle. They can become active contributors to society. We just need to give them a chance.
Congressman Pitts, you have 30 seconds to ask Mrs. Strader a question.
And I agree with your sentiments completely. Ms. Strader, do you believe the solution to income disparity involves taking away money from people and redistributing it, or is it enough to make sure everyone has an equal opportunity?
I think everyone needs an equal opportunity here. And it means that we fund things like the Pell Grant. We fund things that allow people to escape where they're at. I'm very fortunate. And I know that there's another little girl out there right now who's a high schooler that just wants to get out of where she's at, that just wants an opportunity to get that education. So if we give them that opportunity and make it equal across the board, that we all have a fair shot, then that's what makes us good community members.
Mrs. Strader, you have 30 seconds to ask Congressman Pitts a question on this topic.
Congressman Pitts, when it comes time to vote on extending the Bush tax cuts, are you going to hold the middle class hostage and not extend their cuts all to protect a tax cut that even the wealthiest of the wealthy aren't asking for?
That's a good question. The 01-03 so-called Bush tax cuts, that means existing levels, will all snap back to the old higher levels without any action whatsoever. We have passed the extension of the Bush tax cuts. The Senate has refused to act on that. Now that means everything. All marginal rates, the federal estate tax, capital gains tax, dividends tax, the AMT relief, the marriage penalty tax, the child tax credit, capital gains, dividends, all snap back to the higher levels with no action. It is time that our friends on the other side realize that that will kill this economy, and for the Senate to act.